What is going on, everybody? And welcome to WBG. We Bleed Green. Excuse me. Damn. We Bleed Green, episode 18. Oh, man, there's a lot to talk about, man. You know, we didn't have a lot of news to talk about initially, but the last few hours, a lot of stuff popped up. And, you know, we're going to have a pretty good show for you guys. But before I introduce the regular musty-ass panel, I want to introduce you guys to a guest we have today. I can't get his name right, but he told me call him Coy. Now, Coy, you're a regular on Planet Xbox, right? On like Kid Smooth channel, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, thank you for joining us, my brother. I appreciate it. I can't wait to get your opinions on some of these topics, and thanks for joining us again, man.
Yeah, man, no problem. I appreciate you just extending that hand out there and letting me come up on here, man. Like, you don't got to do that. Don't nobody got to let me on anything, so I appreciate it.
Who's that feedback? Can you hear feedback?
All right, R&B. Chill with your old school ass Chinese movies.
Oh, my bad. I came on TV?
My bad. You motherfucker.
Bro, he got the black and white Ghost of Tsushima going on right now.
God dang, my bad.
Damn, sorry, man. Hey, of course, sorry about that, man.
Playing The Last of Us. That's what he's doing.
He's trying to finish. He's trying to finish the Last of Us.
I am.
Thank you again for joining us, man. Sorry about the professionalism from my boy R&B, but you know he's a good guy. Well, anyway, Sean, what's going on with you, man? What are you doing?
My brother, Dark Side. What's going on?
Hey, man.
I thought he was going to come with the dark crystal.
No. I decided to change it. I'm original. That's what it is. I don't take other people's shit. Everything's good. Just been working. Finish off the Last of Us 2. Another solid game from Naughty Dog, and we got some good topics to talk about. Some news dropped as well. So let's get into it. And special guest, Coy, good to have you here, man.
Thank you, sir.
Oh yeah. But let me say what's up to the chat before I get the rest of the folks on the panel. Rulio44, what's up? What's good, my green-blooded brothers? Oh, absolutely. What's going on with you, man? Our boy Phantom cracking your hands, or what's happening? Artemis, the finest. What's happening, bro? Keontae Harris, Sheds are people too. What's up? Shake Capo with his pony ass, but thanks for joining us. Brandon Price, Shinzo Elite. Teddy Pang said that Crossfire X is fire. I got to check it out. So, the real Coolito. I'm sorry, brother. I can't call you Culio. Coolito. All right, what's up with you? Craig Simmons, Deco, King Reaper, Gamers Way. Thank y'all for joining us early. We appreciate it. But let me talk. Oh, BB that's joined us. What's up, BB? So, Tsunami, what's going on with you, man?
Hey, nothing much, man. You know, city just opened back up, so everybody's over here acting like Corona never happened. Big parties, all my friends talking about, am I going out? I'm like, no. So I miss them, but yeah, not at that point where I'm gonna be touching y'all or interacting with y'all. But yeah, I mean, still just coasting along, you know, hoping, you know, shit gets better. But what can you do?
Don't worry about it. The clubs will open back up soon. Don't worry.
The clubs are opening. That's the point.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, but that's good, man. It's kind of be patient as far as going back to the clubs, brother. I know you love the clubs, but just be patient.
Yeah.
Boy, Nuisance with the 199 WBG. What's good, my brothers? What is good, Nuisance? We appreciate you, dollars, man. What's happening with you, bro? So much to talk about, but thanks for the 199. Appreciate it. R&B, brother. So you almost done with that Last of Us 2, man?
Yeah, so I'm almost done with this long-ass game, man. What the hell was that? Oh, the only thing I can say, man, is I'm getting my money's worth. Good Lord. This game is long as hell. But yeah, I like the gameplay. I'll probably have something
We'll talk
later.
about that later. We're talking about that later, dumbass.
Yeah.
Explain it.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying parts of it, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, we're gonna get
an introduction, not a story about your life.
Yeah, but I'm doing good, man. Here, just chilling and gaming.
All right. Last but not least, my man Hyperfang Gaming, Devin. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Yeah, all right, bro.
I put out a video today about the couple games going in beta on Xbox, and other than that, I'm just watching on Twitter.
Okay. Yeah, I watched it, man. A good video. So anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started, man, because like I said, we were going to have some other topics. Well, we have some topics, but some big news popped up maybe, 2 hours before the show, y'all. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Mixer. Now, sometimes in life, shit just don't work out, right? You invest in it, you put a lot of money in it, and it turns out to disappoint you. So sometimes you got to cut your losses and just move on. And apparently that's what Xbox did. They invested tons of money, millions of dollars into Mixer, but yet and still Mixer was last place as far as game streaming. Obviously Twitch was ahead of them, YouTube gaming, hell, Facebook was ahead of them. So they said the hell with Mixer. Then they joined Facebook gaming. So damn, that's crazy, right? What do you guys think about this? So Corey, let me get your opinion about this, man. What do you think about this? Xbox is cutting all ties with Mixer and say, let's just move on.
For real, like I think it's a smart thing. It's a good move. Because you've already invested money into this and just trying to get sponsoring big names and everything, and that money could have gone to other places like people have said, and it's just yeah, that's true. But at the same time, when you got these streaming kind of services out here like Twitch or like Facebook gaming, they've already had and built a community around them already. So trying to come in with something brand new is going to be very difficult and very risky. So then it's Microsoft, they did their best. They tried and they paid for the shine for a little bit, but it just didn't pan out for them. So you got to get up out of there. You can't just keep throwing cash at a dead project for real, because it wasn't stacking up to Twitch or that Facebook gaming shit. So it is what it is.
Right. I agree. Hey, Tsunami, your phone all right? Man, you good, bro? I'm hearing a lot of a lot of feedback.
No,
all right.
Feedback,
Let me hop back in. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, as well. Say I agree with you, Sean, bro. What you think about this whole Mixer thing, man?
Well, the numbers were telling recently when you're comparing the numbers towards Twitch and YouTube and Facebook, the numbers were extremely low compared to that. Don't get me wrong, Mixer is a good service and that very good service. The quality, when you do your 4K streaming and all that shit, pass the controller on to one of your viewers or something. It was a very good a platform, but I know they got Ninja, they got a couple other people on trying to help boost it a bit, but it failed. And I'm glad they kind of cut their losses and they made a partnership with Facebook, and I like to see where this is going to go, the partnership and all that shit now.
Yeah, time to just go ahead and move on. I agree with you. And also read something about the big guys that they signed recently, like Mixer and Shroud and other.
Yeah, sure.
They said Facebook offered those guys double the money to be part of the whole Facebook Mixer thing, and they said, nah, we good. So they're free agents now. So they're probably going to go back to Twitch. I mean, that's where they built their fan base. So why wouldn't they go back? You know what I'm saying? So R&B, brother, what you think?
100%, yeah.
Yeah. R&B, what you think about this, bro?
It's a shame that people got to get fired because I've heard people that work there didn't even find out until it went public, which is kind of always a messed up situation. I see how it's going down where they just couldn't get it to work no matter who they hired or bought, even though they had the better streaming available and no lag and latency. That was very nice. I hope. Well, I don't know because competition people always try to outdo each other, but now that it's just back to Twitch and YouTube and Facebook, I'd like to see someone take on some of the aspects they had that were better with the better streaming and stuff like that. Although people are saying it's a controversy now because it got canceled because of the bad service and because apparently some of the leaders were doing some really racist things. So
yeah, the racial stuff.
I'm eager to see what happens next. I'm glad that this failed and not everything else they're trying to do. I'm glad this is the one thing that didn't work. I'm sorry, what's it called? Ultimate's doing good. The subscriptions are higher than anybody else's. That stuff I'm glad is, if this is what they had to lose in order to focus on everything else, I'm glad.
I agree with that because that's a good point. Game Pass is doing great. like the Xbox is actually doing good for how the generation started off. And yeah, I mean, look, okay, Mixer is not working. Let's move on. Just don't get rid of your bread and butter when it comes to gaming, Xbox stuff. Keep on investing in that. That'll make us happy. I mean, Mixer's Mixer. Okay, I didn't really look at Mixer that much any damn way. I mean, I would have wanted it to work, but at the end of the day, it didn't work out. They got to move on, right? So,
but they did try though. Like they got like
they did.
They got Ninja, they got Shroud, and some other streamers. I'm not familiar with streamers because I don't really watch, streamers. But they did try, and obviously this year it fell flat straight up. Like Twitch, YouTube is just too big, and Facebook is quite big as well. So let's see what the partnership is like, because apparently it's to do with xCloud. That's the extent of the partnership. So we'll see in the future what this. We'll see in the future how it goes.
One more thing. It was just like, I mean, like you said, like they haven't given up on like the other ventures that they've done, and it's just like even when Mixer just like initially started, and like it's just been struggling trying to get up there with the competitors. So this is like, I mean, you can't force progress. Shit, if it isn't working, then you just gotta dip. Like you can't keep kicking the horse in the ass thinking it's gonna move. Like
you gotta move forward. Yeah, you gotta.
Hey man, it's like my first wife. Hey, the shit wasn't working. I wasn't about to keep on investing in that shit. I said, you know what? I'm out, cuz. I'm out. So just like that, you got to move on.
Life lessons, baby. Life lessons.
I'm joking, but I'm serious. You know what I'm saying?
I know you're serious.
Joking, but I'm serious. I just bought a house. I was living in a house for 3 months. I said, you know what? Fuck this house. I'm out.
Jesus.
I was paying up for a while, but I'm okay now.
I thought you said get out. I thought that's
I left. I was tired. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So, Tsunami, what you think about the whole Mixer thing, bro? What you think about this?
The only part I don't like about Mixer going down is they had the best tech as far as streaming to me. The latency, it was basically it was almost 1-to-1. And unless like other companies like adopt that technology and the low latency, then I won't care. But Mixer was so fucking good at what like how it works. So that's the only part, like, regardless of being, owned by Microsoft or whoever, I like the Mixer platform as far as like the technology. And so, of course, the more, competition there is, the more you typically have innovation. But because Twitch was such in a fucking dominant lead, they just said, whatever, you bought some of our streamers, whatever. And like, it was too far gone. So, I don't think everything needs to be canceled that doesn't work, because some things build, or some things are just there and they can just, be there. You don't have to be number 2 or number 3. Some, you can just exist, and the people that use it, people that use it,
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right.
But,
what's up?
That's about it.
Hey, we say what's up to Noof. Hey, what up, Noof? Hey, man, I gotta get you on here, bro. Get you on here. Mr. Glass popped in. The Almighty Spartan God. What's up, brother? He's a pony, but he's cool, man. He's like respectful and he appreciates gaming topics. The same things goes to New Orleans. Some of those ponies are cool, man. Shay Capo, some others, kiss my black ass, but but those guys are cool, man. What's up, bro? True Virgil. What's up, man? I appreciate you guys. Devin, so what you think about this, bro?
I think it's too bad. I like how Mixer is integrated right onto the Xbox, so I can just put on stuff. I thought that was cool. I thought they
That's your dog, fam?
Yeah.
Now you go ahead.
I think they advertised big streamers well. But I think the teaming up with Facebook Gaming is definitely a big move, because it was definitely a lot bigger than Mixer, especially like over time, like how it increased in popularity. So, and like Facebook combined with Instagram, so that's Facebook and Instagram, and they're talking about how they'll show like a game clip and you can click a link and go straight into xCloud on your phone. That's massive, in my opinion.
I think about that. I forgot they do have Facebook. I mean, Instagram.
That's amazing.
Also.
Facebook owns Instagram.
Yeah, that's this might be a pretty good move, man.
I think they're gonna be able to advertise a lot with this partnership. I think, and especially with xCloud, I think it's a big move. People are just not giving it the credit it deserves.
Yeah,
I think it's a big
just
move.
give it time. Like just give it time and it'll pop off. Like,
exactly what you guys just said. Just give it time, and xCloud is coming out. Like I think this year it should be out in like probably a full form. It should be out hopefully or next year or something. But it's going to be interesting. The next year or two, definitely going to be interesting.
This is definitely a move against Amazon and Google.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Amazon obviously owns Twitch. Google owns
YouTube.
So, you're right about that. Hey man, but I'm gonna say something. Somebody, well, he was a former Xbox guy turned pony. Everybody know who I'm talking about, but he put something.
Please do tell the name.
Oh, I'm not gonna say the name, but it rhymes with Flap Flaming.
Okay.
He had put something on Twitter where he was like making fun of Xbox, of course. But it made me think he had named all of these things that Xbox had tried to succeed in and they failed. You know, he mentioned Zoom, Mixer, the Windows Phone. And I thought about it and I said, you know, all those things had something in common. They didn't start it. Well, like, how do I put this? They were late, okay?
They're too late, yeah.
They brought out Zoom after iPods were already blowing up, right?
Yep.
They brought out Groove Music after Spotify and Pandora was already blowing up. They brought out Windows Phone after iPhones and smartphones in general was already blowing up. Same thing with Mixer. You know, so I mean, like, do you guys catch my drift? So they're like behind with certain things, even though they have great technology. They're one of the biggest companies in the world. Sometimes they're behind with certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like they were waiting to see for a lot of it. And that's why you look at something like xCloud, they said we're not gonna be late to this party. When they jump off, we want to be in the top, you know, people doing it. So
exactly.
You know, I think you know, certain they realize they late to the shit. And they think like, okay, we'll start off small and we're Microsoft. We can just package in our services and we'll grow that way. Absolutely. Nah, y'all need to just start buying these middle tier companies and growing them instead of growing it from the bottom, because you're too far gone when you're fucking at the bottom. Like there was a point where Microsoft could have bought Twitch before Amazon did. They didn't.
right.
You know,
it's like all right. You're coming into these spaces that are already established. So it's like, so you're trying to take away other consumers or like people who are already like set up with what they have to your new thing. So it's like, it's very hard to get those people on board. It was very easy for Xbox to get into gaming, like with the original Xbox, because like there weren't too many like heads out there. So it's like them coming into that fresh space. It's easy. Trying to get into phones, trying to get into streaming services like Twitch and stuff like that, like it's already dominated for real. Like, so
you're right.
And what's crazy about it too also is that they're not bad things. Like the Windows Phone wasn't a bad phone. Groove Music wasn't bad. Mixer wasn't bad. Like the services had things about them that were actually better than the ones that were out. But people were already used to what they were used to. So like it was, the writing was already on the wall.
It
like,
was.
Go ahead.
Oh, like Sue, like you're absolutely right. It was already a habit to go to, to like listen to my iPod. I didn't want to invest in the Zoom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even though about music on it, everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, Devin back. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so you shut that damn dog up.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay.
You know, Devin's gonna be doing some Last of Us shit to the dogs.
Oh man,
no.
He's like, no.
That shit is brutal, man. But that's I agree with everything that you guys said. You know, the chat is making great points. Yeah, Noof, it's hard to watch or stream shit on Facebook because I don't really be on Facebook like that anyway. But if they can make it work, I hope they can make it work. You know,
fair players. Like I said, it might not be for us, but there's billions of 2-3 billion people on Facebook and more on Instagram. I'm not sure how many, but so there's potential customers out there. So fair play to them is a smart move. Mixer was dying anyway, so this is the next best thing. So let's see if it works out for them in the future.
So what all are they doing with Facebook? Like, is Mixer just gone,
xCloud,
or are they
yeah.
like melding into Facebook, or?
Yeah, I'm not sure all the details yet. You know anything, Sean?
I think they're taking the platform. Well, Devin, do you know?
I heard Mixer is shutting down on July 22nd. I know that much for sure.
Yeah, I believe they're taking like what they use for Mixer, the platform. Facebook's gonna use it. I believe, if I read it right, and xCloud as well. I think that's the biggest thing. The biggest thing is xCloud, definitely.
Hey, Sue, man, you made a good point when you said, listen, Xbox, they're trying to be front with this game streaming shit. I know Stadia is out there already, but Stadia, they're not really making any noise yet.
Hey, BlackBerries was out there before iPhones and Androids. So
BlackBerry messed up because they were reluctant to go to smartphones. When the iPhone came out, BlackBerry, I remember I had some friends that had BlackBerries, and I remember them saying, I remember clear as day them saying, nobody wants to type on their screen. Okay.
I was a BlackBerry guy. I was a BlackBerry guy.
Yeah, I had one too. So
yeah,
it's like the simplicity of it that Apple came with. But I feel like this is kind of different when you're dealing with like Xbox and this game streaming stuff. Like they said that they've put like years into this, like so it's like years, like I think like a decade or more into this shit. So I mean, like they got like some real legit stuff there that they could really like bang off with while everybody else is trying to catch up, especially with what was that, like Google shit, if I recall. So shit is like them trying to get into it, and they don't even have like that many studios or like established IPs and stuff like that. Like Xbox got that, like, so they got that for you. So
yeah, you're right. Let me get the super chat from my boy Tip Diamond. What's up, Tip Diamond? With the $2, it's simple. Xbox guys play games, not watch games. Yeah, man. Unless your name Sean. I'm talking shit. Sean play games.
Adapt or die, or you will always get left behind.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Hey, but look, something else Xbox kind of started doing like before everybody else was buying these damn studios. Wait, first, I'm sorry, I didn't get R&B. Did I? I'm sorry, I didn't get your take on it. Did R&B?
On what? The
Facebook shit.
I'm pairing of Facebook. I hear two different things. One, I'm hearing it's just their the xCloud, and another thing is that they're just parting them plain and simple. So, which one actually is it?
I think it's more to do with xCloud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, something with xCloud, something with xCloud. You're going to be able to. I don't know, shit. Don't give me the line, so I ain't about to be like putting out no misinformation.
We don't give. At the end of the day, it's done. Mixer is done for now.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll come back to it in 6 months to a year's time. We'll see then.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said before, let them focus on. Let them focus on
Facebook and the partnership.
Let them focus on building their studios, best console, the best place to play on PC, and xCloud. That's it. Let them focus on that.
Facts.
I think another thing too was Mixer wasn't on PlayStation, and there's a lot of people on PlayStation that love Twitch.
Yeah,
and it's like that's like a big barrier for entry to Mixers when you don't have it on the biggest platform.
That's true.
That's true too. But like, I think they had because like Twitch was like mainly like just like predominantly like PC people, until like folks that were hooking up their PlayStations and playing like the exclusives there. But it was just like it was really, really big with like a lot of PC games.
Yeah.
And then the ability to just stream it and stuff from your console start to
you like make it easy. Well, let me say this. So Xbox has done something before everybody else. It seems like within the last 2 years at least, they've been buying studios like shit. They've been buying studios. They kind of slowed down now, but they bought 7 new studios? Well, they bought 6.
No, there's some rumors out there.
Huh?
There's some rumors out there about them at July possibly. Like these that they think they got like 2 or 3. The heavy rumor is leading towards Bloober Team.
Bloober.
Yeah, Bloober. Yeah. So like that's one of them. So I don't know the other ones, but
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a topic.
No, you're good, bro.
To get into that actually now, but I did want to say that I was trying to do a segue for the whole Xbox is buying up studios, right? We know they want to build their first party, but I just think the studios want to be acquired in today's climate. From what I see, like remember years ago, Insomniac said we don't want to be purchased. Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Hey, you want to? Damn, Sue.
Yo, Sue. Is that Sue?
Yeah, that's Sue, man.
It's Sue. We got
I
interference.
thought that was me.
Yeah.
Like,
Your shit robotic, bro.
Let me see right quick. Hold on.
Yo, Sue, put some
Right here.
earphones in or some shit.
Yeah, I muted him for a second. Yeah, what the fuck is going on? Let me knock my
Motherfucker. Have you muted him?
Yeah,
Go
I
back
did
then.
mute him. Unmute him.
Piece of shit. Sort your phone out.
Oh shit, well, I can't unmute him. Man, this shit broke.
Yeah, don't unmute him.
Goddamn.
Hey, man,
I
oh,
don't
you
know what's going on.
Oh, you good?
man.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. So like I was saying, what the fuck was I saying? Damn. What was
I think you were leading into the studios.
You were talking about studios.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
People buying them.
So Facebook just acquired Radio Dawn. Now, if you don't know who Radio Dawn is, they're the team that made the Order 1886 the Order 1886. Like what else did they make, guys?
They made
I don't know.
God of War
was the only
games.
third party.
The God of War games
Oh,
on the
they
PSP.
Right.
Yeah.
They made
Oh,
the
yeah,
God of
yeah,
War
yeah,
game on the
yeah,
PSP, which were damn good, by the way. And I thought the Order 1886 had potential to be a bigger franchise. So
Yeah, it definitely did.
yeah,
It definitely did.
potential. So they're acquired by Facebook. Now they have made like 2 or 3 VR games for Oculus. So so they have a like relationship with Facebook already. So they're out of the field. They're acquired now. Back to the rumors we're hearing that Corey like alluded to, Bloober Team, which is the team that made the
the Blair Witch
game,
if I recall, and they're doing the Medium.
Yeah, they made a bunch of games over the years. So they want to be acquired now. So what they're saying, they're in talks to be acquired. Now they didn't say who. It might not be Xbox.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Facebook or somebody. Who the hell knows? But
that'd be trash.
They made it. Bloober Team made it public that the company is looking into potential mergers and acquisitions process.
So this team is doing the Medium game, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
So they got an exclusive deal. I don't know if it's time exclusive or it's a full-on exclusive Game Pass deal coming this year if the game does make launch. So I hope I wouldn't mind. Like I said, the more studio you get, the more you can build on them.
Absolutely.
Improve them. Like I said, you got Game Pass, you need games, you need to build up your library to sell your services. So even though it might be a small team, I'm not sure how big the team is, maybe 50 people, example.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can build upon that team, give them a better budget, resources, communication with the other studios if they're struggling on like what they will need to do, like what they need to do for the game or something. So yeah, I wouldn't mind. Like I said, I'm looking forward to that game as well, the Medium.
Hey, you know what? I'm so glad you said that because I had got this from Delilah HD. She said years ago, Xbox needs to nurture their studios. And I love that word, nurture.
Yeah, they do.
Nurture their studios. And what you just said, Sean, is exactly what she meant. Yes, the studio is small now, but Xbox acquired them, right? We've seen how Playground Games has grown tremendously. All the Xbox studios have grown tremendously. Go ahead and nurture the studio. Like you think Naughty Dog was the same, like Naughty Dog back in what was it, 2000 or whatever the hell?
Early 2000, yeah.
Of course not. PlayStation invested, they nurtured them, and you see what they are now. And you're right. Just buy Bloober Team. They have potential, you know what I'm saying? Because they're and like it would be great for Xbox to have a horror exclusive. You know what I'm saying? First party horror.
Already exclusive. They're like
a team that focuses on horror.
A first party.
Medium and Scorn are exclusive, and I think that's just based off the tech. Like they said that, like they could only get what their vision entailed with the Xbox Series X. So yeah.
No, it's like there's a couple of names. Like I said last week, we talked about WB was the studios as well. So there's a lot of studios out there, and like I said, you got a lot of big players. Look what Facebook, you got this Amazon, Google, you got a lot of big people out there. So I'm telling you, gaming, they're seeing gaming as a lot of money they can make, these big companies, and the future is there. They know gaming is part of the future, no matter what.
Absolutely, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It feels like these companies are like It feels like these companies are in Las Vegas at the Bunny Ranch, and all the girls are lined up trying to get bought. I was like,
Right, yeah.
They showing thigh like, come on, I know you want this one. Look at it. Look at it.
Look, hey, I got a question though. What big studio? Now I'm talking about bigger studio. Is still like independent out there right now. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Can you guys think
Project Red?
Project Red. Oh, okay, yeah.
Project Red.
Yeah, right. That's one. But their IPs are so massive. They might not need to get like acquired either. Okay, Tech Land one.
Yeah, Tech Lane.
4A games.
4A, yeah, that's another.
Oh yeah,
But
4A.
they're not massive though. They're good, but they're not like massive. Like Dirt's talking about, like the likes of Rocksteady. You know, like I know they but imagine someone like that was just independent.
Right.
You know,
right. Yeah.
Someone needs to pick that studio up no matter what.
4A, you talking about?
No, Rocksteady. You know.
No?
Yeah, but they're selling them, aren't they? So
true, right? Yeah, that's true.
WB Montreal, NetherRealm, Monolith as well. So
I think you get the studios, but you don't get the IP though. If that's what I'm hearing correctly, like you only get that, but you don't get like the IPs.
I feel like it's a gray area. It's definitely a gray area. I think you can make some sort of like exclusive deal or something. I'm pretty sure you can make some sort of deal like. Get time exclusive or day Game Pass or something like that. But them studios are proven. That's what it is. I'm saying.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
They can make another game.
I think they should get Moon.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Like just to acquire them completely.
A Sobo as well. A Sobo.
Sobo, yeah.
Yeah. See, the Sobos though.
Will said, people can fly. Yeah, they're they got a proof to me though. I want to see how the Outriders or what their name's damn game is. Outriders is. But
Platinum,
man, get the hell out of here with that platinum.
Oh shit!
Yo, if they're gonna buy a European studio, let them buy Blueprint because they already got a good relationship with them and they already work on exclusives for them.
Yeah.
If they're gonna get a Japanese studio, they might have to start one from scratch. I don't know.
Yeah.
No. Time to go buy from
software.
Oh
from
man,
software.
That could work. That could work there because they are making they do have the advertising rights to Elden Ring.
Gaming will burn up, bro. Like you think shit is crazy now. They got FromSoft, yo. People gonna get
shit's gonna go left, bro. and then make like a Bloodborne game.
Hey yo, man,
that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be stupid, bro. Like,
I feel like these guys are brought up. Like I feel like a Sobo is possible. Bluebird, whatever you call them, they're possible as well. Like them 2-3 studios, they look like I can believe like they can come in house. Definitely, they're viable. They're not massive studios, but they make good quality or decent games. So
yeah,
like they're able to like 505.
Oh, 505.
No, yeah. They're like a publisher. They're not a studio.
Yeah, that's a publishing.
What about like say Crytek?
Oh, Crytek.
Yeah, man. I'm not sure what the fuck is going on with them guys, but they got some good tech.
Yeah, man.
And then not that they want to be bought.
What did Mistwalker make?
Remedy.
What games did they make?
Yeah, Remedy's got a exclusive deal with Epic.
Mistwalker.
Yeah,
no, they made Lost Dragon, Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey from the 360.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Since then, though, I don't know what they made since then.
Yeah, but they got history and they got a lot of respect, just like with what Medium's doing. Like they're working with the original composer of Silent Hill. Like a rumor circling that game was that Medium was supposed to be a Silent Hill game, so that's why you have the transitions from one world to another. So like, I mean,
this is what I like. Koi, I'm happy. Like I'm not a big fan of first-person games, but because I know previously they made Blair Witch and that was in first person. And I think it got like decent reviews, but this is in like a third-person game, next generation as well. I'm kind of looking forward to this game. I'm keeping my eye on
same.
It. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I didn't really care for Blair Witch, to be honest with you. You know, maybe I'll give it another try, but I didn't really care for it.
It was okay. It wasn't.
Konami ain't got no IP.
No, they might want Konami.
No.
Yeah, all they got
Konami,
is
they got them. They just not doing shit with them. Like, and that's the
this is
sad
arcades,
thing. They got
pinballs.
Yeah, like what they got?
Yeah.
What they got? Like what they have?
Pachinko machines.
Yeah, gambling machines and all that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wherever they are.
Nah, I'm good with that one.
No, because they never sold Silent Hill, so they still have that. So like, and that's just out there, and like a lot of folks still want that, and so it's just you got something that people want, but you're not using it. Like, you
wait a minute, Coy.
think that they would have been.
Coy, plenty of dudes told me that Silent Hill was going to be at the PS5 event like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that too.
And they were getting purchased.
All right, fellas. We got some more shit to talk about. Before we get to The Last of Us, I want to talk about, did you guys see that damn... Oh, hey, Shake, you're right. They do got Castlevania. So they do got a couple of IPs.
Yeah,
they got Castlevania, Silent Hill, they got Metal Gear. You right, they got a few. But, what up? On me, Tony. Tony. Only Tony. What's up?
Then I have an insider that says there's a bigger studio. They call it, this is bigger sea in the fish. Bigger sea in the fish. Bigger fish in the
What
sea.
the fuck are you talking about?
Nigga said bigger sea in the fish.
Got me off the rocker early. Hey, past 5 o'clock.
But I think Devin know what I'm talking about when he was in the Xbox party chat.
Yeah, that was on. I think it was a Reddit post, or I seen what the insider wrote about that. And oh yeah, we heard in that party too. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Also,
tell, motherfuckers. Do tell.
Hey, man,
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I think that person told us that shit, like me and Sean too. But anyway, y'all. So, did you guys see that EA Play Live?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I didn't watch it live.
Oh shit! I can't believe you guys watched that shit.
Before
I caught it at the end. Should I caught it at the end?
Yeah, me too.
Man. Hey, before I get you guys takes on an EA Play Live, I'm going to say this. Ass. I'm just going to say it was absolutely 100% ass. I said here. Now, EA, their little shows, they're never really great.
They've always been shit.
Hey, but they're bringing Skate back.
Hell
like
yeah!
4 years.
That was on the show.
In like 4 years.
Hey, they just them starting to work on it has me excited. Like, so that's
like
all
the
I
only
need.
thing that I took away from that was Skate's coming back. That's
Okay.
like the only good thing.
Good for you guys. I was never big into the game. But look, bro, like EA shows have never
been get EA access just for Skate.
Right. But look, let me say this. Their shows has never been really good, but once in a while they have a game or two that will interest. I know you guys seeing Skate 4. It interests you guys, but I have no interest. That show was one of the worst shows I ever seen in my life. It was just, there was a couple of indie games that looked okay. I was like, whoa. Bring back E3 for real.
Did they show anything for like Need for Speed or like a
no Need for Speed?
No, they got
listen. They didn't
like
show
whenever
anything for next gen.
Oh my!
No, like it's like when they went through kind of like that sizzle reel, like of the things, like you got glimpses of what the battlefield will look like, and you got glimpses of what Dragon Age 4 will look like.
So they showed,
and
that?
I think those. No, they showed kind of like. It's kind of like they showed you glimpses of what the graphics will look like the environments for Dragon Age 4. Like you saw that, that wasn't a part of another game. You saw that the white guy's face, and it was like super detailed and everything. So they're working on some new tech that to take advantage of these new next gen consoles. And I think the cars were part of Need for Speed probably.
I heard Mass Effect was supposed to have a presence there, and nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. I doubt that was shit gonna happen. Like I would have liked it if they showed like a remake or remaster for Mass Effect 1. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, end of the day, like these EA events, Ubisoft events, fucking whatever events, they've always been dog shit. Let's be honest.
They have. That's big facts.
Like obviously, I wanted a new boxing game, but obvious. They're making a UFC game, so but there is a boxing game. Someone's
That's what they said though.
UFC 4.
They're making another UFC game.
That's confirmed. Yeah, the beta. I'm signing up for the beta.
It's going to be the exact same game.
Yeah, I think it's for next gen as well. I don't know if it's cross or but
Next gen dog shit.
yeah, but like we got a boxing game coming as well. A boxing game's coming. A studio in UK is doing it, so
That shit looks worse.
a trailer
his
does
Like,
look
is it
good.
like
Oh,
bare
oh,
knuckle
you're talking
boxing,
about the
bro?
one.
Like, it's like
The one
bare
you were
knuckle?
posting in the DMs?
Yeah.
The fucking what studio is that?
Steel,
Do you remember?
Steel something. I think it's Steel series or something.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
see.
yeah.
We'll
I
see the
remember.
trailer soon.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah, like I didn't really like I'll say my part, then I'll shut up. But it was just like the only thing I really took away that really blew me away since shit, I used to skateboard. Well, I still skateboard when I can, but it's just like for like over a decade and some change. So it's just like I'm very invested in that culture. So it was like when I saw that, like literally the fans, the people, the community literally forced EA's hands and was like, yeah, we about to start working on this. I was like, great. Like, should I wait like the 3-5 years for that jump, like to come out on the Series X? Like, should it better be the fucking better than 3? And it was like that little Tim Burton game with the girl and everything that looked really cool. Lost in Random or some shit.
yeah.
That blew me away where I was like, shit, I'll play that. But everything else, I was just like, oh, typical EA shit.
Right.
No problem, bro. Yeah, typical EA shit. It was just very lackluster, and it's like EA originals have been the thing blowing me away for them. So for some time now. So
hey, because I love A Way Out.
I'm just gonna bring that up.
And his new game, I can't think of the name of his new game. Like they really didn't show too.
Yeah, that shit looked weird as fuck, dirty.
Yeah.
His new game, what is that? Roller coaster?
Is it his or something?
I don't know. They didn't really show any gameplay, but yeah, it does look kind of. I don't know.
I don't know what the
It
hell
looks
that
a bit
was.
wild.
Hey, didn't EA make Alice Madness Returns?
I thought they.
Man, that game was
just
dope.
That game was dope.
Yeah,
that game was dope as hell.
If they came out with another one of those, I'd probably check it out. That game was cool.
For sure.
Yeah, so everybody agreed that EA Play Live was ass. All right.
The only good thing was Star Wars Squadron and the crossplay. That's it.
No, that game looks nice.
Was it?
Oh yeah.
I don't know about that game.
So
that game gonna
so
flop.
From what I've heard, like they had to like reduce the scale of other games we were making. So this just might be a piece of another game that they were making that he put into its own game because they couldn't finish it in time, or something like that. I heard
what
they
the
had
Star
to scale
Wars
back.
game?
Yeah, the Squadron.
I heard they had to scale back as far as the scale of other games.
It's only 40 bucks, right?
Yeah, like 40 bucks, I think. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, like I think it's just like it could have been part of like the Battlefront games, and maybe they just cut it and it's just like how like the campaign, this should have maybe like 2-3 hours just to get you acclimated with like the fighting and like flight and all of that shit. Then it's just like everything else is online. So I mean that's what I'm thinking is going to be like,
because it's based in the same time period. Like they haven't really explored with the time periods since they've had the exclusive rights to Star Wars. They've kind of just been in the same period. Like even with the what is it called? Jedi Fallen Order. Like that's they've been in that same realm. They haven't delved into the Old Republic, New Republic, anything past the Star Wars, the Skywalker saga. So like I feel like it's so much untapped.
So, but that's like
that
sacred ground, though. Like that's like sacred ground where it's like I think they're trying to create new stories that are kind of like they're in that area, but they're just not trying to touch like original lore type shit. Like they just trying to.
But eras,
sounds like shitty riding to me.
All they have to do is touch on the era, like just the New Republic era, Old Republic era. Not even characters, nothing. Just make it a different setting. But they've chose the same setting over and over for every game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I feel like I mean, like you just have to be safe with that type of stuff because you know that the communities can be very vile. So it's like, I mean, you walk those lines, like those people will like lash out like real crazy, like But you're right though.
Anyway, Move along.
Anyway, what?
Fucking dog shit talking. Come on. Talk about EA now. Come on.
And low key, last thing, low key, I don't even think they wanted to even make Skate, but fucking Tony Hawk announced their game came out and Skate started trending again.
Right.
So,
No, because they didn't have shit to show. What did they show for their new skate game? Nothing.
No, I know,
have
but I'm
logo.
saying like they just now said, "Fine, fuck it, we'll do it." Fine. Like,
Right.
we'll do it at the next show.
Hey man, force their hand. Like they could be showing a goddamn shooting game. Like, and in the chat you'll see Skate 4 just being spammed. Like that's how you know. Like it's just like people just wanted this game to be made, bro. They could be showing fucking Halo right
Shit
now.
came
They just
out
be like
10 years
Skate
ago.
4. Exactly.
Anything EA, you always seen it in the chat.
Right.
Nah, but I see like Skate 4, like just like in any chat I was looking at, like it was just always Skate 4,
Yeah.
and it was the
wasn't
Nintendo
like
fucking
Dead Space.
stream. Like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I can see it being done in 4 years.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna move on because we losing viewers talking about EA and shit. Like real shit. We lost like 12, 13 people.
Damn.
Well, anyway, let's go ahead and talk about PlayStation. PlayStation, The Last of Us 2. Now, Sean beat it. I've beaten it. R&B is very close to beating it.
I just beat like a few minutes ago.
I'm like,
Oh, you did?
Okay.
Okay, cool. So R&B just beat it. Okay, cool. Corey, did you play it yet?
I really wish I could. Like I so fucking wish I could, but my PlayStation, my Pro, like in a previous relationship. So
Oh, damn.
like just kind of like so just put 2 and 2 together. Like
Right, I
that's what
got
it
you.
is. So it's like, I mean, shit. I'll definitely play it whenever I get like a should have used PlayStation 4, should I use PS5. That's when I'll play it. Like.
Okay, so first we're going to talk about the sales. Now, when we talk about, let me ask Sean and R&B, are we talking spoilers? Because if we are, we want to let the audience know. Or no, maybe we shouldn't talk spoilers. Let's kind of beat around the bush a little
I
bit.
feel like everybody knows by now.
No,
Everybody
we'll,
knows certain things. Everybody know like certain things. So
Yeah, well, I've read a lot.
beat around
we'll be sensible.
Yeah,
We'll just
so-
try to keep it like not too spoilerish, but kind of give the idea of what we think of the game and shit like that. Hopefully, anyway.
So yeah, so okay. Well, first off, The Last of Us 2 was breaking all types of record in the UK. Biggest opening ever for a Sony game in the UK. Biggest launch of 2020 by far in the UK. Passing Animal Crossing. Now, I didn't think anything would pass that damn Animal Crossing. The Last of Us 2 passed.
That's first week.
Animal
We'll see.
Crossing. Hey, man, my boy Rulio said he only 2 hours in, bro. You got a long way to go. It's definitely longer than the first Last of Us. So, excuse me. So, what do you guys? It's breaking all kind of records, right? So, what do you guys think about all of that boycott The Last of Us 2 bullshit? How did that turn out, right, Sean?
They tried to warn you.
Yeah, like when people say let's boycott this, I never believe them, to be honest. 'Cause no, I never do. 9 times out of 10, it never like they don't stick to the
Facts.
word. Look at Call of Duty when they said no campaign, and that motherfucker broke records.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
But a lot of casuals brought that. That's why though. Like,
Yeah, 'cause we
people
don't-
underestimate the casuals.
yeah, definitely. We are a small minority, you know, and
Yep.
The Last of Us, like coming from the first one, which is a masterpiece, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
for
not
sure.
surprised. This is like the Red Dead as well, like coming into Red Dead 2 as well. It's a massive game. People are waiting for this game, and that's why it's gonna break records. You're gonna see this record because it's the biggest game, probably one of the biggest games this generation of the
Absolutely.
year as well. This year as
Yeah,
well.
that's gonna be snoring right now.
How you say what?
I'm snoring right now. What are we talking about?
Oh,
Mute your mic then. Mute your mic.
No, yeah, it's one simple term that sums up everything. It's with sales of anything that some people like, some people don't like. Normies.
We'll keep it short. We'll keep it short. But
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not surprised. It's gonna break a record in the UK.
Yeah.
Like I'm from the UK, obvious, and PlayStation is big. It's a big brand over here, so it's bound to break records. And I'm hoping. I said like this game will do 20 million once it's all. Once it's done.
I agree with you. And let me get super real quick. From Xavier,
Yeah.
let me get super real quick. From Xavier Bay with the $5. Talk about the review bombing, sad user rating. And then what the review bombing probably was just some people just review bombing it, but it could be some genuine people who didn't like how the game turned out.
No, don't you know, Dirk? No, don't you know, Dirk? No one can dislike this game. It's perfect. Don't you know?
you definitely had some. I don't agree with folks saying that like, okay, it's like a majority of Xbox fans just going over there just to fuck with the game. Like, I mean, were there some? Most likely, yeah. But I mean, like, on the other hand, there are people who are dissatisfied with the way things turned out. So, and that's fine. Like, like it's just like these are your hardcore fans. These are your hardcore fans. So this is like they are dissatisfied, and that's fine. Like, not everything is gonna match up the way you want it to, bruh. So I mean, just yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Because me personally, like Sean said, I thought the first Last of Us was a masterpiece. I finished that game 3 times, twice on the PS4, once on the PS3. Masterpiece. So going into this one, of course, I heard the spoilers, and I'm going to say this: I'm not going to spoil anything for real. It might be some slight spoilers. What I'm about to talk about, maybe me and Sean about to talk about in R&B.
Yeah,
I just felt that Joel was disrespected because not because everybody know he's dead, right? He got killed, not because he got killed. Get out of here. Not because no, not because he got killed, because of how and how early in the game it happened, and I just felt he meant more. He should have meant more in that game, man. Like Joel, we love Joel, right? I mean, I wouldn't have did what he did at the end of part 1. I mean, because this little girl could save the world.
It's like the main character.
Yeah, but he was the main character, and for them to do him like they did him, I was like, come on, man. For him, now, the game itself is a good game. Don't get me wrong. The game, I have no issues with the graphics, great graphics, the gameplay, amazing gameplay, amazing voice acting. Everything is good. My complaints is all story related. All story related.
I think that's
yeah.
See, because like that's the majority of folks' gripes. I mean, for me, I was fine with it. For what I've read, what I've seen, because I'm still gonna play it, but like I was so invested in the first one. I think like a lot of people missed like the point of it. And it's just like the point of the first one, and then leading into this one, and the things that Joel did that kind of led up to that. And also just like human nature and just like psychology in general, just like a lot of things were leading up to this. And if I would have wrote it, like I would have probably went a little bit harder, because I'm into kind of like the little whole art house torture porn shit. So I would have probably went a little bit harder. But Joel was one of my favorite characters of The Last of Us. Just like, I mean, him being a flawed character, not like flawed like he was shit, but it's just like how he was written. He was a flawed person. He was just very, like, I loved it. Like I loved how like what he did from the first one definitely impacted Ellie's life as a whole.
Yeah.
And it's just like in the positive and in the negative. And it's just like by the time you get to the end of the end of the game, like I'm not gonna say anything else. Like you see that like his positive impact on her, like it's felt even heavier in those last moments. Like I've seen the cutscene and I've read it, and I was just like, it's because the first one was about love, and so this one is about hate, and it's like how far people. Like what they will go through to satisfy that hate in them,
right? And
it's just like that. Like I think it hit its mark, man. Just for me, like I know, like everybody else is like really shitting on it. But it's like when movies do this, when films do this same type of thing with revenge films and shit like that, like you usually get something like that towards the back end of the movie. Like you get what I'm saying? Like the death of the person that was But this is a game. So
let me say this. I'm sorry. And let me say this. Gamer O'Malley, I'm sorry, bro. So, okay, maybe we shouldn't spoil anything else because the game did just come out last Friday. Ain't like the shipping out for 2 years.
Like I didn't
So,
see it. My bad. I'm sorry. Like I didn't.
No.
I
I'm the one to mention about Joe, but I thought everybody knew about that part. So, yeah, I won't spoil anything else. So, Gamer O'Malley is right because the game did just come out last Friday. So go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry, R&B. Like that was you about to talk, wasn't it, R&B?
Yeah. No spoilers. It's just that you can have a different opinion about things and people can voice it. What I don't like and what I get on nerves is if someone says something that they don't like about it, everybody jumps on them and says, "Oh, you want us to be alt-right or homophobic or some other shit." What you see happening now? If someone doesn't like it, that's different. If someone's going to the roof on, they're shitty. Now, the problem is all the narratives are getting in the way of people just honestly voicing their opinion because some people think it's a masterpiece, some people don't. I honestly, after finishing it, I like some things. Don't like some things. I think as a whole, it's okay. As a whole, the whole thing is okay. Some things they go they're very, very good with. But then some things they kind of fall off with. So you can't really argue and say it's perfect. And you're like, one thing no, it's like a 7.5 or 8.
Oh. Yeah, I gave it an 8.
Yeah. So like one thing that's not a spoiler. They say they've done so much better with the combat and the attention to detail, which they have. But one thing that is a glaring flaw is when you're fighting the NPCs, you're fighting like the same 5 or 7 people over and over and over again. You get to recognize the faces.
Yeah.
So
that's minor.
Yeah, that's minor.
I know. I'm not saying it's major, but don't tell me the game is perfect.
Yeah, everything. Hey, but
no game is perfect.
Exactly.
When we say it's a masterpiece,
that doesn't. Apologist. Here goes
When we say again. When we say I'm not talking about the last. I'm talking about every game. When we say it's a masterpiece, that doesn't mean the game is perfect. That means the game was a brilliant experience. The story was well done. We enjoyed the game.
What'd you give it?
I'll give it a 9. And I'll tell you why I give it.
Why not a 10?
9 out of 10. I was in between an 8.5 and a 9, but the reason why I pushed it towards a 9 is because of the incredible gameplay mechanics.
What about the story?
I'll get to that. I'll get to that. When it came to the gameplay mechanics from the previous game, it was a big improvement. You can't tell me that gameplay mechanic, the animations, it was on point. One of the best they've done this generation. One of the best games that's done it. When it comes to the detail, the graphics in this game, the acting, the voice acting, the emotions are shown in this game, it's incredible. It's incredible. This is first class stuff you're looking at.
Yeah, dude.
It is first class stuff, and like I don't want to spoil anything. We know where the problem is, but the story is good. Is it better than the first one? In my opinion, it's not. This game is not a masterpiece. It's a solid game. We would recommend it.
So it sounds like
but that's not a new narrative, though.
Yeah.
No, but the thing
I'm
is,
looking in the chat. My bad.
But the thing is, when you rate in a game, you don't rate it on one thing. You got to rate it on different scales.
As a whole,
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. When I rate a basketball game, I don't rate it based on the story at all. When I rate a story game, the story rates a little higher than just a different type of game because it's a story-based game. So I understand what you're saying, but I think you're grading it based on how the game looked and performed rather than the game's story, which is the biggest part of the story.
Game. This is the thing. The story was good. The problem was it was the pacing.
You said what?
The story was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. Listen to me. It wasn't great. It wasn't a masterpiece. It's the pacing. This is the way I compare it.
Pacing.
This is the way I compare it.
They sure did.
No, this is the way I'll compare it. Infinity War and Endgame. The first one was The Last of Us is like Infinity War. This one's like Endgame. A lot of people didn't like Endgame because they felt like it dragged a lot. But it was still a great movie. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
It's the best-selling game. It's the best-selling movie of all time.
See, but that don't mean it. Let me say something. What's Sean? Okay, I got a perfect example. The story is good, but
we can't spoil that. That's why I can't.
No, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm going to say this: some things in the story I didn't like. Okay, just for an example, say like a movie. Hold on, wait. Let me say something. You ever seen a movie where the movie was great, but the ending pissed you off?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a movie like that, or vice versa? Like a movie
Game of
was
Thrones
boring.
season 8.
Yeah, so but you just don't trash like the whole jaunt though. It's just like where I'm getting at is like, okay, like something didn't pan out the way that you wanted it to, or the way you thought it would do. Like those are the shocking surprises, those are the twists in there that you just weren't just like feeling. It's just like I watch all types of films spanned across like a bunch of the fucking time periods. This is like there are films that in very fucked up ways, bruh. And you're thinking that the movie's going to continue on to get like retribution or something or whatever down the line. It doesn't end like that. But I still enjoyed the hell out of the movie.
So you never had a movie ruined for you based on the ending?
No.
Yes. Hey,
Not for
I
me.
can tell you one
Not for
right now.
me.
I can tell you a movie right now. The ending pissed me off so much. I enjoyed the whole movie. The ending was so bad. I said, "Fuck this movie." Okay, there was a movie came out. It had to come out in the late 90s. It was called Reindeer Games with Ben Affleck.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I love the movie until the damn end where they stole the money. Right, this whole movie was about money, and then at the end, this dude Ben Affleck gonna give the money away. I was like, "F this movie, dog." So then it's a movie.
So the whole movie was for nothing.
Right, that pissed me off. So a movie can be good, but one part of the movie can run the whole movie. I got another example, or it can be vice versa. A movie can be boring as hell, but the ending makes the movie amazing. The Sixth Sense, in my opinion, The Sixth Sense was a boring ass movie. The end, the twist, nobody saw coming, blew me away to make me, oh, then the movie was good. So it could go both ways for me. The story of The Last of Us is actually pretty good, but some decisions was made that pissed me off, kind of like I didn't like that.
I'll put it this way.
It was set in Christmas, wasn't it? Reindeer Games?
Yeah,
it was set around Christmas.
Yep.
So it's like, I mean, the thing that they're trying to tell you or to display to you is that like he was dressed in a Santa outfit, wasn't he?
Yeah, giving away the money.
Yeah, it was about giving.
Yeah.
So like that was the thing. Like he did all that to get to the fucking money, and then it was like, "Hey man, fuck it. Like I'm about to just toss this shit."
But no, hold on.
Like,
This is my problem with what this story does. It tries to set up a theme that doesn't feel earned because it challenges the entire point of making the game in the first place.
No, like
I won't go into it because it's spoilers. So I'll just say it. I'll leave it.
I don't want to talk about it too much because obviously whatever. But I would say a lot of people that were disappointed in it, they felt the same way they felt when they watched Game of Thrones season 8. They had this great thing going on. Everything was top of the line, sound effects, all this shit. But the characters did these things that didn't make sense to the character and what they know of the character, and then it felt like certain things were shoehorned in and certain decisions were made, and they said, make this work inside. We already have this ending for it, make it work. And that's kind of how it felt like.
But Game of Thrones was like a rushed situation. Like I feel like this isn't like the lesson they're trying to teach people with this. I feel like a lot of people are missing it, just like they missed it with the first one. Like a lot of people put Joel in this sanctimonious type of place where he wasn't that. So it was but I'm saying the people that I'm reading their shit from, like they're like, oh man, like I mean, why'd they do this and why'd they do that? But this is also an apocalyptic setting. So this is like there's
go ahead.
Like there's no real like there's no real like good guys or bad guys here, and I feel like Naughty Dog has definitely nailed this kind of like this morally gray area in which
we understand the world and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just saying like just like this part that I'm reading, that I'm always reading through like comments and stuff. This is like a lot of people miss that. It's just like none of this is going to pan out or it never plays out the way that people expect it to. So like that was my thing.
I don't think it's what happened. I think it's how things happened. I think Dirk can tell you. I think they're okay with certain decisions that were made in the game, but how they came about was dumb, or why, or the decisions that were made for this thing to happen are like, how does he even get to this point? Like I don't know if you, I know you've read the spoilers and stuff, but like if you go look at this
I've watched
YouTube, if you look at this dude on YouTube named Young Ripper, he talks about it, or even the Skill Up, or even Dreamcast guy. Like
Yeah,
they
so,
talk
but,
about they
like,
talk about
I've
they talk
watched
about the
them.
game. They
Yeah,
talk about
yeah.
the game, and it's not necessarily the things that happened. It's the decisions that were made and how they got to them, and the characters and stuff like that.
For a game that went from indefinitely delayed to going out a week later, like something doesn't make sense here, as far as development wise.
Like they can't do nothing in a week's time like that. Like story.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm
They
saying.
wanted to.
No, look, Andy, this is why me and Deb I will not call this game a masterpiece. This game is not a masterpiece. This is where it falls. If it does fall short compared to the first game, it falls short in the story. The biggest problem with this game is the story and the pacing, where things, when people play, they know what we're talking about. Where it wasn't necessary. They could have cut.
That's what people said. They said the most unnecessary sequel ever.
It was a lot of unnecessary stuff.
Oh yeah. So I'd say that the game, like when I played one, in like The Last of Us 1 was like my favorite game ever for like a minute. So it was like, I mean, I felt that the way it ended, it left it up to player interpretation. Yeah. So of like what happened and like the ending for The Last of Us 1. It's just like, shit, it left it up to player interpretation. So I never felt that it needed a sequel, but them giving you a sequel, it's kind of like just like those really, really gritty, fucked up revenge films where it's like you get that type of ending in those types of films. Like,
but also, there's a problem with that.
What is it?
Go ahead.
You said a revenge film. I can't say any more because you got to play the game for yourself, but you got to play.
No, I'm hip. Like I know how it. Like I'm not gonna say anything else, but it's just like I get like what they're trying.
But
I
see,
can't say
that's
much. Like
I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but that's
so much. Like
I'll tell you.
That's my point.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. This game is dark. Is the way you kill people, the way
we know it's ultra violent. I don't think people were that mad about it being.
I'm just saying this is the level they've gone to. The details they've gone to how to make it that deep, like the way you kill people, the way you're doing stuff. It's incredible work. Trust me. You had a developer who made the Shadow of the Tomb Raider saying the gameplay was fake. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
developers. Naughty Dog did a fantastic job. You can't discredit. Like I said, I'm telling you that we all say the story. The story is the weakest point in the game. The rest of it is on point, basically.
Yeah.
And
but
the story is the weakest
like,
point.
That's all opinions, though. So that's why, like, I'm not taking everyone's opinion as like this. As this law, like if you did not like the story of the game or you did not like the way things that turned out, then that is your personal right. Like that's
of course
that's on you. Like it's like, so I'm not arguing with.
Look, what we'll say, we'll kind of finish this topic because I know people are still playing it. What we'll still recommend playing the game. It's still a good solid game.
Yeah. I'd recommend people to play the game.
That's what we're saying. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Like I said, you can disagree with me, but it's still a quality great game.
At the end of the day, should you play this game? Yeah,
of course
you should, because some of the things that Naughty Dog is able to do, I'm going to be honest, man. Sometimes the graphics look like freaking PS5, man. I don't know. They're really good at what they do.
A side note. Did you see the post up tweeted?
What?
About a downgrade?
Yeah. I guess those scenes, but trust me, when you play the game, you
there's moments in there you think shit.
Yeah, you ain't gonna cry about the graphics. So it was an 8 out of 10 for me, and like I said earlier, my gripes was all story related, but the game is really good. So you probably should play. If you enjoyed the first one, I still would say play it again. So. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on, man. Because we don't want to spoil stuff.
We'll talk more later.
Yeah, we'll talk more later about it. So, speaking of PlayStation, the Avengers game comes out when? September or August? When does this shit come out?
September 4th, I believe.
September. So, yeah, Square Enix just came out and said some things about the Avengers, how they will be, as far as Xbox Series X, they will use smart delivery, so the game will be upgraded on the the Xbox Series X for free, and the PlayStation version will also be upgraded on the PS5 for free. But they said the PS5 version will run with dynamic 4K. Now, let me say this first: they do have a like a frame rate mode that you'll play the game at 60 frames per second, and they said the PS5 version will be dynamic 4K. Now, before I run with this, I'm going to be very cautious because they have the marketing deal with Sony, and they didn't mention anything about Xbox. Now, we don't know what's going to happen. The Xbox Series X version could just as well be dynamic 4K. So I'm not going to run with it. But the reason I'm bringing up this story is, fellas, we're still getting dynamic 4K next generation. What the hell is going on, man?
Blame the developers.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
What we doing? What is the? I think they're trying to push. I'm not sure. Obviously, the PlayStation blog came out. They talked about it. I read through it quickly, but I kind of forgot by now. But like, I feel like they're pushing the. I'm not sure what. I need to go back and read it properly. But dynamic 4K 60 for next gen it is disappointing. But if they're gonna put like ray tracing and up the like the textures and all that, ultra textures and all that, then it depends how good they do it. Because some games, even if it's dynamic 4K, it can still look beautiful. It still can look beautiful.
Hey man, listen.
It's suspect though. It is suspect for next gen.
PlayStation. If the specs are different, I'm talking shit because it seemed like they just made the Xbox One X Plus Pro version because they were doing this shit last gen. Why? Where's the upgrade? Where's the revolutionary jump? You know, like this is like what's the point at this point if you're still doing dynamic 4K and it's a next generation system? Like that's why I'm pretty sure the Series X is going to be able to do 4K 60 standard on most games because the One X did it with half the power. So like I'm trying to put
it's up together. Like Sue, don't die in this sword. It's up to the devs. I mean, not talking about the hardware.
I said, wait.
The hardware can do it.
You heard what I said? I said can do, not will do. I said it can do it. Now
yeah,
will developers do it? It's up to them.
Can do it also, though. You think?
It can do it. It just depends what they're pushing, though.
I think
so here's the thing. Like, so if they wanted to incorporate ray tracing, that's going to impact their gaming. So therefore, it's not going to be 1-to-1 if a game, doesn't have ray tracing because they're using that powerful ray tracing that they could be using for frames.
Go
ahead.
So I'm sorry to cut you off, but BB said something in the chat that I usually only put super chats on the screen, but he said Dirt 5 is on PS5 is 1440p 60 frames per second upscale 4K, while Series X is 4K at 120. I haven't heard that.
They confirmed
it. 1 second, let me just
120. I don't know about 4K.
The 4K,
yeah, he said that it'll be able to do 120, but I don't know if the 4K is in there.
They did mention Xbox did put a tweet out, but they took it away because I think they kind of jumped the gun. It'll do 120. I think they're looking at 120, but the PlayStation is talking about. I've not seen that. If you have a link or something.
You got a link, man. Put it in the chat because I haven't heard that about
60 upscale, and if that's interesting, isn't it?
and the other part about it is they're comparing the Series X to a 2080 NVIDIA GPU. Those games can do over 100 frames on PC, and this is without the velocity architecture and all the efficiencies and RDNA2 and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like they should be able to do it just based on knowledge, like. If my engine in my car can get me to this speed, give me a better engine in that same car, it should be able to, go faster or vice versa. Put that bigger engine in a smaller car is better.
Now look at the screen. So Xbox UK said Dirt 5 power plus optimization, 120 at 4K. But
they took that away afterwards.
Oh, they did. Okay.
They took it away.
Oh, okay.
I think they're just jumping the gun. I don't think they're wrong. I think they just said wait for the show.
It's possible, yeah. But sometimes, like I said, they've done it 2-3 times. Xbox they kind of jumped the gun, and they're taking it back. So
they removed that.
I'm pretty sure
they removed it.
If you can find that, then I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure because I was gonna send it in the DMs, and obviously it was gone. They changed it after that.
Hey man, so we all know the Xbox Series X is more powerful.
So the SSD can't make up for them frames.
I guess not.
Oh man,
It's a bit. It's disheartening. Like playing games out dynamic 4K 60. Like I said, people will prefer the frames over the resolution. But like the checkerboard, when it comes to checkerboard and they've done a great job. They're doing a great job right now. Sometimes you can't tell sometimes. So we'll see. Like I said, it could be the same for the Series X because of the devs. The devs might not put the time in or the work in to make it 4K 60.
Mm-hmm.
So let the game come out and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Hey, like the go ahead.
You go ahead, no, you go ahead, Corey.
It was oh shit. Yeah, hey yo, shout out Smooth. Shout out
okay, Smooth with the $2.
Oh,
shout out to WBG and Corey. What's up, Smooth? Hey, Smooth, I gotta get you on here. You know, Smooth. I booked Smooth, but I haven't let him know which show yet. But he said he'll love to come on, so definitely gonna get Smooth on, man.
Yo, kid, I'm upset with you, kid.
facts.
I'm upset with you, kid.
Why are you upset with kid?
I'm upset
because he's not following me on Twitter. That's why I followed him and then he doesn't follow me back.
Oh
shit stuff. Kid, the chili chip Smooth. Come on.
Hey yo, good. Like not, but what I'm saying is like, I mean, when it comes to these 4K or like a dynamic 4K 60 and things like that, it's just like, I mean, dynamic won't be that bad if you have like really good artists. Like you got to look at Naughty Dog. Like I mean, their games like the hand drawn animations and environments. Yeah, that shit looks really good to be on like a weaker console. It's just like if you give a dev like the tech and it's like top notch and they could make that type of detail happen on top of that, like that's a plus. But if you give them lesser and they still make some fantastic shit happen like that, like I mean, they just talented as hell, bruh. Like,
yeah, but it should be beyond that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, you got the dynamic, and like, if they can make it look better than like it looked like almost 4K shit, or it's packing like a lot of detail in it, then like, I mean, that's good to me. Shit, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
This me.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. So, Sean and I mean not Sean, but R&B and Devin, y'all got any thoughts about this?
Well, I don't want no excuses going to next gen. That's how I'm glad Capcom's new games are only next gen, starting with Resident Evil 8. Same thing with Battlefield 6, only next gen. Like, I get that some people want to make sales, but I want to see what these systems can do. Now, granted, we're going to see it from the first party, but I want to see what third parties also like make that jump wholesale.
Yeah, that might take a couple years, though. Just like every.
But I just don't like how they.
Go on, Sue.
Tsunami.
Sue.
Damn.
Oh yeah, no, I just don't like how like they push this narrative that it's gonna be like 8K.
Oh shit! The Sony guys are getting them. They pinned him in the club toilet. Pause.
Oh man.
Damn.
No, but it's gonna be funny because you know the fanboys, they're gonna take the piss. So if Xbox does do like 4K 60 and the PS5 is doing dynamic 4K, you know shit's gonna go down.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, you better believe it. It's definitely gonna go down. It's all right, guys. It's a few more news topics before we get out of here. So there's a rumor. Actually, Eurogamer said that Rocksteady is working on a Suicide Squad game, possibly titled Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Suicide Squad and Batman will be teased at a DC fandom event in August. Both projects are being developed for next gen. So what do you guys think about that? Now, Rocksteady has been quiet for years. The last game came out, was it 2014 to 2015? The 15, Arkham
15, yeah.
15. So
let Corey go on this. Let Corey go on this.
Yeah, Corey, what you think about them doing a Suicide Squad game?
I don't really care. Like I'm sorry. Like I'm shit. Like like you sprung this on me. Like I wasn't a fan of the movie. Like I like the comics to a degree, but it's just like when it came to the movie and like all of this shit, I don't really know how they gonna really like to. Are we talking about like a not a Justice League, shit, an Avengers type game type of style, for the Suicide Squad, or like what are we talking about here? Like
I was
it's just like the Batman game I'm excited for. Like toss that at me, but Suicide Squad I really don't care.
Like I was saying this, Coy, like we talked about this, I believe it was last week, and I was saying like I hope Rocksteady is making like I knew they were making a big game, but I thought it would be like a Justice League or something.
Right.
But they're making a fucking Suicide Squad. I can't knock it because Rocksteady has made good games. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I'm a bit disappointed, but like I said, they could prove us wrong. It could be a great game. As long as Batman's in there kicking ass as well, it's cool.
Well, I figure the Suicide Squad game, Batman might not be in there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I hope he's there and he kicks the shit out of him.
No, I mean, they got the Batman game already ready to go. I don't know if he'll be in that game.
It should be like a cross. It should be a universe.
He's gonna be the boss. He's gonna be a boss.
What, Batman? Like
you have to beat Batman up.
Now I'm more excited for WB Montreal, their Batman game, the Gotham Knight. So I'm looking for August time, man. So I'm expecting this game's gonna be like coming out springtime, maybe February, March time.
Yeah, possibly. Just maybe 2021. So my guy said he just gave $5 of moral support. I don't see anything.
No, I don't see nothing.
Xavier Starger. All right, so let's go ahead. Excuse me. So EA is saying that their PS5 and Xbox Series S games will have a different, more visceral feel. Kind of, what the hell does that mean? What does that mean? Anybody know what that shit means?
More mocap? I don't know.
Visceral.
No, what are they? Were they referring to a game or just in general?
They're just saying all of their games next generation is going to have a more visceral feel.
I think they may be referring to frame rates. I mean, maybe they're aiming for better frame rates. Maybe maybe they're gonna say because like visceral is just like it. That's a very tricky word, and they're just like using it just fucking openly. Like they're not really specifying like a certain game or some shit. So it's like,
I think it could be mature. Like, typically when you say visceral, you're talking about murdering people and how it feels to murder people. So
like
maybe they're talking about they're gonna have more I guess mature themes to their games possibly. I don't know, because EA doesn't really do like graphic type murders.
I mean, well, like Battlefield usually looks pretty good. I mean, so I don't know, man.
Maybe intensity. Maybe they mean like their games maybe they're gonna be packing more intensity, because like the murdering and like the the extent of like in which they go to for like The Last of Us 2 with like the gargling and the fucking that's a lot of effort in there to make you feel like the weight of taking a life. Like, so I would like to see that with more games. Yeah, like I would like to see more people.
Oh, definitely, it should be like that.
Shit, make you feel that shit like when you swinging that axe into somebody and you feel just kind of like that reverberation through that joint.
Yeah,
it's going inside somebody. Like you want to feel that shit. Like you just like you really want to. Like you want to grin your teeth when you doing that shit. Like I want more games like that. Honestly,
maybe the next generation detail could make it even more like vivid. Like more like in your face. Like you think like shit, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, BB said EA means better microtransactions.
You can feel it when you buy them.
Anthony Tillman said bug snacks is visceral. I forgot about bug snacks. Good old bug snacks. I'll be there.
Shit, like your card feel it when you buy the microtransaction.
Right.
Like you slide it, like you feel it. Like
you gotta vibrate.
Right. Your pocket vibrate.
Oh man.
That's funny shit. So has anybody played Crossfire X beta?
Yep.
Nah, I couldn't get in it. Like,
I played some of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's through the flight program.
It's
Finish it
free.
right now.
But it's free. Was that Friday or Thursday? Friday?
Yeah, but if you go through Xbox Insider app, you can get into the beta right now.
I'm not doing that shit, man, because I did that before, and my Xbox started fucking up, man.
No, they have different rings. They have different rings. If you go to like
you don't have to do
the
like
bear
the
level one
thing like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna skip ahead beta, like alpha, whatever. I'm on the highest one. My shit update every 2 goddamn days. But if you go to like the entry level one, it's probably like maybe regular schedule, but you'll have a version up from what's out already.
So what's your take on it, R&B or Dev?
I like it. It's very classic feel.
I think it feels very much like Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
No, CSGO.
It feels completely like CSGO, but for console.
But they have 2 modes. They have 2 modes. They have the classic mode and the modern mode too.
So what's the team like? How many teams? Like, what's the squad like? Is it a 4-pair team or something?
I believe it's 5 on 5.
I
think.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out on the.
What's the difference between the modern and the classic?
Open beta.
Classic. You can't ADS, which means you can't zoom in. And
so like,
you can't sprint and you can't zoom in. So it's like completely like Counter-Strike at that point. Modern
is, you can't zoom in.
You can't like ADS like look through your scope.
Yeah, not on classic mode. The modern mode you can.
Modern mode
it's like the old Halos.
Oh right, okay.
Modern mode is more like Call of Duty, and classic mode is like Counter-Strike.
Okay.
But shit, I heard Teddy Pang. He was like, "Oh my god, this is awesome." Yeah,
it's fun.
It was like 4 or 5 in the morning. I'm like,
I was in there.
But he liked it because
he's
he's a military guy, so he might like that real shit.
Okay,
like I was telling, I forgot who was in the party. I think it was Rain and Vaughn. They cabin for PlayStation, and I was like, "Oh, you playing that dog shit?" It's like, Vaughn, this is like the biggest shooter in the world, right?
Yeah, it's one of the biggest
like,
shooters.
This is bigger than fucking COD.
Shit in like in Japan or something like that. It's like really huge, I think.
It's like 300 million players or some shit.
Something stupid. Yeah.
Oof. Well,
did anyone did anyone play
that?
the? Oh damn! Shit, we talking over each other.
Natal, we've got Natal in the chat. What's going on?
Who?
Needles.
No, Lethals. Yeah.
What's going on, man? Was Neff playing with you guys yesterday?
Nah, he was playing last. I think he was playing Last of Us, and then he hopped in for a second and said, "What the fuck is everybody up for?" And then left.
Yeah.
No, man.
Neff is on his Halo shit. I told him to keep it up. Halo's gonna be.
I told Neff, man, Neff should just become a Halo channel because those are his highest viewed videos.
Yeah.
And so he's like, okay, I'm gonna run with it because he's been getting a lot of subs and everything, man. So hey, now goes to show you that people still care about Halo. I don't care what anybody said. Some people want to say, no, Halo is dead. I heard, like I saw guys in the DM, Sean, Halo is dead. It's over with. It's done. It's as dead as Xbox.
That's just fanboy shit. That's just the
that's fanboy shit, bro.
Yeah, that shit ain't dead. He's right, man. That's true. Yeah. So but Mr. Kima, like you said, the Crossfire X will have a story mode done by Remedy. So I'm curious to see that. To see what that's about.
I'm super curious about that.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what that's about. So knowing Remedy, what type of powers or time shit like they want to have in the game?
Like this is what's so out of their realm for me. Like it's like a military shooter. You're talking about Remedy. I was like, when they mentioned Remedy doing the story, I was like, the fuck is that gonna be like? Like they've never done anything with like first person shooters or like military stuff, so I don't know what to expect really.
I was a little confused. I was like, Remedy is doing the campaign for Crossfire X, but we'll see what they do, man. We'll see what they do.
It's gonna be stuck in a time loop. You trying to break out of it.
You guys see that right? It's gonna be some type of time loop and shit. Time travel. Yeah. Do you guys think that this game is coming out this year though?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
You still think? I don't think so. I think that shit might come along next year.
I mean, it's already in
Damn.
beta. Typically, when they
Yeah,
have betas,
true.
they come out the same.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I get it.
True.
When is it
Maybe
gonna
like
come
a
out?
couple months.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe at the launch of the X.
I would say,
they
yeah.
drop it with the
Yeah.
I was maybe a little bit of space for Halo, but like I don't think it's gonna overlap too much. But I think it's gonna be this year because they had it on a list of 2020 games without like a release date, but they said 2020.
Shit, I think like the budget for Halo just kind of like trumps this, and just like the name is just more familiar in the community, so it's just like more people will definitely buy Halo over the Crossfire X, but it's just like I think it'll still get its shine if they release in close proximity of each other.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. So are you guys into Crash?
You okay?
Okay,
my bad. Yeah, no, I was saying what helps is going to help out Crossfire X is that it's free to play and in Game Pass.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
it's
free
to play. I know it's a Game Pass.
Oh shit! Like, oh shit!
You gotta be in the inside. You gotta be in the inside program to get it.
I'm saying
the beta.
When it drops.
When it drops, when it drops,
it's coming in Game Pass with exclusive content. According to them.
Bet.
What up, Stadia Kingdom? Is that
so? I think if it was free to play, it was a great help to it. So I think it's going to go pretty far.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because wasn't CS:GO was like it's still pretty huge. So it's like I mean to capture that type of thing on console is the shit is going to be huge too. Yeah, I feel that.
Okay, yeah. So I gotta play that shit. I'm actually hyped to play it, man. I'll play the free beta this weekend or Friday, whenever it comes out.
It's not that big. I think it's like 5 gigs.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna try to get into it then.
We'll team up or some shit.
Yeah. And like R&B will be our fearless leader.
We'll see.
Yeah. So like I mentioned, you guys into Crash?
Not really.
Not really.
It looks good. It looks cool. You know, I like my platformers. It's something that I won't jump on it day one, but
exactly.
I won't jump on it day one. You know, so it's cool what they've done. Like I said, it looks nice. The upgrades are good. Level design looks pretty good as well. What you can do with your special abilities. So let's see when it drops.
His facial animation and design look really good. My bad, Sean.
No, that's fine. It looks cool and that, but it's not like a day one. I must jump on it or something.
Yeah, it looks good to me though. I'll probably pick it up, because I love platformers and stuff like that. So I'll definitely pick it up. So anyway, y'all.
So you're a platformer, dude.
I mean, I wouldn't call myself a platformer dude, but I'll play them. You know what I'm saying? Like I want that Ratchet and Clank. I actually kind of like Super's Lucky Tail. Oh shit, is this on?
Super Lucky's was alright. Super Lucky's was okay.
Oh shit, man, is his mic on? I didn't mean to say that out loud.
No, Lucky Tails were cool. Not for a platformer like.
I thought it was alright.
It's fine. Like I said, I got 1,000 out of it.
And you remember
1,500?
You remember 2017? How dry, man! Damn, listen, as Xbox fan,
never bad.
Oh my god! I mean, I know the series, the Xbox One X came out that year, but
the Forza game as well. Horizon.
Yeah, but that one wasn't even that great. That was a terrible. They didn't have anything the whole year.
Yeah.
PUBG came out and it was. No, I actually liked PUBG, but at first it was just damn near unplayable. It was so buggy.
Yeah, it definitely was.
2017 was terrible, man. They had Super Lucky's Tale and PUBG. What else came out in 2017?
Side note, PUBG made $226 million in a month. They make more money than fucking Fortnite.
Really?
No lie.
Yeah.
Back then?
Yeah. No, now.
Now? How?
Like, remember on that list you showed of the top IPs, top 10 IPs? It was ahead of Fortnite.
It was, but no.
No lie.
Like the player base is still there though.
Yeah.
Like the player base is still there. Like really.
And then you have these big streamers that still stream it, and they're influencing others, and people play it still, regardless if we played or not. These people spend more, and then you got the mobile side. People play PUBG Mobile a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
okay. Yeah. That's okay.
It's basically Fortnite. It's basically Fortnite for adults.
I forgot about the mobile part about it. You're right about it.
Yeah,
I forgot about that part. Yeah, I forgot about that part. So okay, I can see that then. Plus, like Fortnite is free to play, so
Yeah.
okay.
I would just say like the Crash thing looked good. Like I'll probably get it like later on down the line. Like they say that it's directly after the third one, so it's like a continuation of that story. I haven't played like Crash in so damn long. I don't even remember what happened to dude.
Yeah.
So
It's actually called Crash.
They had the Insane Trilogy.
yeah, like I never got that jump.
Hey man, that shit is kind of hard for some reason. I don't know why.
That's because you old now.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
You got the reflexes you used to.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Kima said 2017 was a dark age for Xbox One. Hey, brother,
it was a bad.
that was a bad year. And that's when I first started doing YouTube videos. Of course, I was like,
True.
I had like 8 subs and shit. I was doing it, but I was still trying to hype up Xbox and stuff. Yeah, the Xbox, like, I'm sorry, Project Scorpio is going to be a game changer. I be looking back at my old shit like, oof, damn.
No, like I had the Project Scorpio. Like I pre-ordered that jump. Like I got like I was waiting outside my house for hours. Like it was like raining and shit. Like I was waiting for the UPS dude to get there. I was like, where the fuck is my Scorpio X, bro?
Yeah.
Like I was calling, I was doing everything. So when that jump popped up, like I popped open the box, I was like, we is lit. Like I was all over that motherfucker.
Hey, you know what?
Listen,
I went to GameStop.
Okay.
I'm saying I went to GameStop to get my. And it was funny. I was in my truck waiting, and I remember Mooch and Crap. This back when they were still Xbox. They had a special episode of Mooch and Crap in the morning, but it was of course in the evening. And I called him like, "Yeah, man, this is about to be the best thing ever. Yeah, y'all, go Xbox and shit." Then so I said, I was thinking this year with the Xbox Series X, I don't trust GameStop, man. That bitch might close. You know what I'm saying?
Best Buy.
Best Buy. Yeah, I'm gonna do Best Buy this year because I'm like that bitch might like a game. See, it's a GameStop so close to my house, like 5 minutes from my house, and I'm like, man, I don't trust them. Though I might pre-order that bitch and then they close.
Just see, I pre-ordered mine from Microsoft itself. Like I was like, so I just pre-ordered it from them. Like
it just depends if you want it straight away. Like I love going to the midnight launches and
I can wait 12 hours.
No, I can't. If the opportunity's there,
I think Amazon delivers at my house at like 8 in the morning. I can wait 8 hours.
No, I can't wait. It's got to be midnight straight up. Like I remember again even the Xbox One, but like the Project Scorpio, like queuing up on that and just getting that console, that feel you get is awesome. You just can't beat it.
Yeah,
you know, your new console, you open it up, you be like, you're afraid you're gonna drop it. The controller, you look after the shit, you know, for about 2-3 days.
Yeah,
and then that's it.
Now it's all dusty. Hey, now it's all dusty sitting up under my like.
Yeah, I remember when I got my Scorpio edition, right? So I went to the Scorpio edition, and the shit sold out. I said, "Fuck." So I said, "Fuck, I'm gonna get the regular one." And then right before, I think the day it launched, like all the people that didn't have the money when the shit hit the account, they said yours is being sold now, and they put the shit back up. They said, "Oh, they're back in stock." I canceled mine, sent it back, bought the new one. Like I wanted the Scorpio edition just because the shit was kind of different. It wasn't even that much different.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, I mean it was trash.
Huh?
The Scorpio edition, I could have just got the regular one.
Exactly.
I mean, I had a little gradient. I had a little gradient on the side and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have all that.
I wanted the white one. That white one looked fire though. The white one, Taco Bell one.
Yeah, the Taco Bell jump.
Yeah.
No,
So Shake
it
said,
wasn't even white. It was platinum.
Shake said 2019 was worse than 2017. You must don't remember 2017, Shake.
Yeah, he must.
At least they dropping. I know they're dropping smaller games this year, but at least they dropping games. 2017, they weren't even dropping smaller games, bro.
Yeah,
so like smaller games.
He's talking about Crackdown.
I can't say it's really that bad.
2017, that's when the narrative kicked in. 19. Xbox has no games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and it was dry. It was dry as fuck. You know.
I'm gonna tell you.
Do you realize there's been more games this year than Xbox has had in the past 3?
Exactly.
Yeah, but there's no like big AAA games until later this year, so that's why people kind of ignoring it. But look, I'm gonna tell you when the Xbox has no games narrative started for real, Sean. It was after Sony had an incredible 2016
E3.
as far as E3, and PSX was dope that year too.
Last of Us, isn't it? Was it Last of Us there?
Yeah, it was Last of Us 2, first time being shown. And when Xbox canceled Scalebound, that's when that shit really ramped up. Xbox has no games. That was when it really ramped up.
And then Horizon Zero Dawn came out as well.
Yep. That was when the Xbox has no games thing really took off, man.
So many people hyped up a fucking game that really looked like meh as fuck. Like, but it was just the fact that like that was gonna be like a big staple for them, like a new IP for them. And so it was like people just like attached themselves to that shit. Like that game looked like some ass to me personally. So
What game?
Horizon.
Fucking Scalebound. Scalebound. Like I didn't want that shit. Like I was like the Xbox do something else. Like I didn't
like Corey. I remember watching like one of Dirt's video recently, and when you go back and look at that game, I'm like, nah, it's not my type of game. But when you go to take a look at that game, it looks pretty cool. To be when you go back and take a look at it, you'll be surprised. Just go back and take a look at it.
No, I went back and I looked at it. Shit, I wasn't a huge like. I'm not a huge fan at that. So it was like when I saw the game, I wasn't stylistically, aesthetically like when I saw it, it just didn't speak to me like that. Like I would have rather them do a fucking Quantum Break game, do another one of those or something. Like do something like.
Yeah, it was the same for me when I first and I go, I'm not into this bullshit, but like when I watched the videos, the headphones, I wasn't into that shit. But
exactly.
When I watched like Dirt's video and I'm watching this other part of the game, I thought it looked pretty good.
I did a video about Scalebound.
You had it on the background or some shit. You know, you do some junky videos, so.
Oh, okay. Shit.
It looked okay. It looked okay, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I actually was looking forward to it, but if you remember, listen, y'all, this generation is coming to an end soon.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys remember how it was all about the power at first. Now, I know we talk about this all the time, but why not talk about it again? You know, how the PlayStation is more powerful. Xbox had more games at the beginning, but yeah, it was around that time when 2016 hit, when PlayStation started to show off their library.
Mm-hmm.
And Xbox couldn't counter. You know, then Xbox had the power with Xbox One X, but it was like, damn, PlayStation games was so great that it was like, man, that God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn and The Last of Us 2 and Xbox couldn't compete with it, man. Yeah. So those were the dark days, like Mr. Kima said, for Xbox, for us Xbox guys. Like I said, watching some of my old videos, I was trying my damnness. I was trying, man. I was trying to, you know, cap for Xbox to the best of my ability. It was extremely difficult. Now it's, you know, it's you know, I think it's looking up.
Like it's getting there. Shit, like it's getting there. Like it's just like the narrative for this gen. It was just like, and I think even Phil said it. It was just like they were really bad at pacing these things out. So they had like a big drop of games in the beginning. Where like Sony, like they were working on those games that released later, so they had to kind of like put kind of like the indie AA spotlight on those games, like those exclusive deals. So it was like Xbox dropped their load at first, then they were shit out of luck the rest of the year because they wasn't working on anything. Like a lot of the games that they showed were like deals too, like they weren't like in-house studios or something like that.
Absolutely.
Like they did it, so they didn't have that shit. So it's like. Now that Xbox has all of this laid out, like I feel like next gen is going to be way different, minus the COVID stuff. So,
by far,
absolutely. But you just spit fast, Corey, because everything you said is absolutely true. Xbox stopped developing games for some reason. They dropped a lot of games in the beginning, but most of the games they dropped was second-party deals, like Ride, like Sunset Overdrive, like Quantum Break. And we got sequels to none of those games because they wasn't first-party games. So Xbox know the things they did wrong, and they said, you know what? We need to buy studios. Oh, shit.
Fuck all this renting games. We're going to own them.
Exactly.
But I heard that Sony, they're making a lot of investments for timed exclusives. What you guys already saw with those two Bethesda games, Japan, Tokyo what's it called? Ghostwire Tokyo, and also
And Kina.
Bethesda games.
Deathloop.
Deathloop.
Both of them are Bethesda games. Yeah.
Yep, that Square Enix game is a time exclusive. So they're saying that Sony's really spending a lot of money for time.
Well, they have to. Like we already said this. Their studios basically just dropped all their shit, so nothing is going to be ready at the beginning of the gen. So go get those deals, because there's nothing else that's going to be exclusive until your first parties are ready again.
Exactly, and that's what Xbox needs to do, though. Like that's what, like I feel like both of them are gonna need to do this because like with COVID messing up production and everything, it's like you have to make sure that you have something to grab the players and everything until your studios are ready to produce.
That's why you need like time. Sorry, that's why you need that time exclusive. Like when they got Kina. Like for Xbox, they got the medium game as well, and Scorn. So you need these games to kind of like get you started off.
Second Extinction.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, certain games like that, you kind of get a good launch and a good launch year as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right about that, because I know we talked about this. I think last week when Tsunami was saying how we called it the Indie Station 4 because at the beginning of the generation, PlayStation guys was hyping up indies. They was hyping up Gun and these small indie games. They was hyping up indies and power.
But you see how that shit changes though? Like it's just like the flip-flop is just like
flip-flop is real.
Yeah, but they're gonna go back to that. They're going back to that though.
Exactly. It's a strategy. Like it's like you get those smaller games just to kind of like padding out your time while everybody working, and then you drop the big bangers like midway in. You get what I'm saying? So it'd be like 2-3 years in, and they like, oh yeah, we got a big ass exclusive here, big exclusive here. But it's just like they were toting these indies and everything. But now that Xbox gets some smaller titles and shit like that, then it's like, oh man, all they got is indies over here now. It's just like,
well, you know what the problem is? It's Sony's same problem that they haven't really fixed. They're trying to, but they haven't fixed it. They have bad launches, plain and simple. When their games come out, there are a lot of indie games, maybe one like banger that one of their studios just happened to push out. This time it's an expansion for Spider-Man, which is supposedly only 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah, that's bad. I man, like that.
Then they got plans for like Deathloop and what's the other one? Ghostwire?
Yeah.
Which don't get me wrong, I want to play them, but not buy PS5 just to play them. I can wait.
No. Like,
I'm just waiting for the bits to come on the Xbox.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like I'm waiting for them to
meanwhile, Halo. Xbox is launching with Halo, and I think that Bloober game is the launch title. I don't know.
And also,
I think both of those are like Scorn 2.
Yeah,
is going to be.
But I'm about to say I think Xbox is going to have a better launch lineup than PlayStation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They always
like I feel that.
Let me get a super chat from Echelon 7 The Dark with the $4.99. I hope Xbox is the winning acquisitor of Bloober team there. They're in desperate need of positive momentum. Yeah.
They got a really good relationship. They got a good relationship there. But yeah.
Also, we don't even know what other third-party deals Microsoft has because they haven't announced it yet.
Yeah, we don't.
Like, let me ask Koi. This July went like, what are you expecting, or what do you want to see, and what do they have to do to knock it out of the park? Because you seen like the rumors, like these leaks, like on the Reset Era, and these supposedly inside like Shinobi and Benji sale. They're talking about they're going to be like mic drops at this event. So what are you expecting? Like, what do you want from the show?
See, because I saw like you said, Shinobi. I don't pay attention to Reset Era, but it was like Shinobi. I was like, I paid attention to him, and I saw that they would, like, he's claiming that they're gonna have these mic drop moments, and I feel are like what I would like to see is just like a real extensive, at least like 10-minute gameplay, depending on how long the show. Like if they give us like a window into the show, maybe it's like an hour, maybe like an hour 20 minutes. Give me like 10 minutes of like gameplay for Halo Infinite and just like break it down. Like you don't got to tell me any story stuff, but just show me gameplay. Show me the game in motion. Show me the game with a controller in somebody's hand. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like we all know that like Fable is like being worked on. So I would like to see that. Like even if it's just like a flash screen or just like environmental footage or something like that, trailer, showing us what the game looks like. Yeah, showing us what the environment's going to look like. I'd love to see that. Whatever the initiative is working on, I would love to see what the fuck that is, because like the rumors are saying Perfect Dark. I don't know, like just show it to me. Shit, like
what could be mic drop moments? Like we heard about these other like saying, oh, the Series X could be $400.
Yeah,
would that be a mic drop moment?
That's a mic drop moment. Like that's a throw your mic at somebody moment. Like that's not a mic drop. That's you throwing that drink at somebody. Like think about that, bro. That thing $400.
That's gonna be that.
Then you get the $200 with the little mini box. Yo, that's fucking clutch. Like, oh my god. Like you could buy both of those and have them just set up in your house in different spots. Like for real, like,
and that's the thing. Like they said, they're not saying only one mic drop. They're saying like multiple mic drops. Yeah. So I'm just thinking like, would it be studio acquisition as well?
Mm-hmm.
I think mic drop is studio acquisitions, games that the studios are working on. You didn't even think you wanted, but are dope looking, and third party deals, like exclusive.
Yeah, that's what it seems. That's what unless they announce the date for the Series X when it's coming out.
Yeah, that too. Shit, Everwild from Rare. Shit, I would like to see something about that.
Some more,
and if they have the third party deals, like the Elden Ring game, if they could show that off, I'd love to see that too. Like those are all mic drop moments for me personally that I would just love to see. Like
that's
for real.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. But you know what? It's past tsunami bedtime, y'all. So we're about to go.
Oh, here you go. They're looking at that clock like it's almost 2 hours.
Hey, cause I don't go over 2 hours. I don't know how smooth them guys do it and shit. GRG.
2 hours is max, unless it's a special show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just be talking too much. That's what it is, bro. Like I be talking too damn much. Like,
last podcast was 3 hours and shit. Like the one I was on 4 hours. It was like, oh shit. Hey, I can't do over 2 hours, man. That's just a me problem, I guess. Wait, first off, thanks, Corey, for visiting us, man. We will definitely get you on again soon, bro. So what you got going on, man?
No, man, just thanks for having me, man. The thanks to the panel, just like allowing me to speak my mind in the chat for not being dicks. Because we deal with that at Planet Xbox, like a lot of trolling and shit, and I just tend to pop off. Yeah. But I'm glad to be among just like-minded people. Everybody's pretty cool. Thanks for letting me on here. I'm not doing nothing. I'm playing through Yakuza Kiwami. I played through Zero, loved them.
Dope games.
I'm also playing. I think it was a little bit of Destiny. I'm playing Destiny a little bit more. So it's just like I'm playing Destiny, back into Destiny.
Oh,
but
cool.
No, I ain't doing nothing else, man. I was streaming on Mixer for a bit, but since that's going away, and I was streaming I'm streaming Alan Wake on Twitch sometimes, and I'll post them from my Twitter. So
that was a cool game. Yeah,
I
loved it.
I like Alan
Wake is dope.
Me personally.
Yeah, but when he playing now, it is a bit rough.
Yeah.
I don't know, Dirt. I don't know about that. Well, I like Quantum Break. I like Quantum Break a lot more.
If I would watch TV,
maybe not a lot more, but
you like TV shows. That's why.
I gotta watch no TV shows.
No, I like the game in general, like not the like little clips or whatever.
Yeah, I like the game too, but I mean, I'm not saying I didn't like it. I just really enjoy Alan Wake. That's all
I love the
way, atmosphere of is really good,
and the way he was talking, like telling the story. Yeah. Like it was wicked. It gave me chills.
Is that because you're like more of a horror fan?
I'm not a big horror fan, actually.
It just seems like more of a horror type of game.
I just like the game. I like
it was something different. That's why I liked it.
Yeah.
I like how you be like, oh my god, my wife hates me. What shall I do now? I don't know. What is this?
No.
You know how games be and shit, So anyway, All right, Sean. So, hey, man, take your ass to bed, Sean. What are you doing up so late, man? What's going on?
I know. Just being on this dog shit podcast, you know.
Oh man,
How dare you, sir?
Right,
No, like, how dare you? No, like I said, we finished The Last of Us, and I'm gonna play Detroit Becomes Human hopefully this week.
Great
It's
game. For the first time?
Yeah, first time is gonna be.
Great
I should have played it a few years ago, but something came up. My birthday's coming up. My birthday's coming up as well. Jesus.
48.
all right.
Oh fuck.
Oh come on! I'm only like 9 years younger. I'm only like 9 years younger than you, Dirk. Come on.
Yeah, you 9 years younger than me. Holy shit. So you like you only be 32?
33 I'll be. Yeah.
Oh,
So that's this week, so I'm gonna enjoy it. And like I said, this back to work, and hopefully some more good news will come out, this week about gaming and whatever, movies, whatever. So
yeah, man. I hope Xbox.
Like I said, Koi, it's nice to have you on as well, man. And if you're on Twitter, let me know. We'll, like I said, just follow each other.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I'm on Twitter. Kadoi Chai. Like just.
Bro,
like
your name is kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? This look.
Just follow me. I'll follow you
Yeah,
back.
follow.
My name is.
I think I got you already on Twitter, right?
Yeah, just send it.
Yeah, like you should. Like I'll post.
Yeah, I think I added you before.
Man,
like I'll post it.
And I tagged them in like the post about the show.
Oh yeah. So you can add them from that.
My bad.
How you say that again?
Kadoi Chai.
Kadoi Chai.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Kadoi is Japanese for black, and then koi is a fish, and I like koi fish.
Koi fish, yeah.
So yeah.
So I'm a Kuroi man, huh?
Exactly.
You're a Kuroi FN.
You know what? How dare you, Tsunami?
How dare you? Come on, that's what
What you got going on, Tsunami?
I'm gonna hop on my PC stuff. Everybody keep attacking me for building this world's most powerful PC and not playing it, so I'm gonna hop on there.
Where's your channel, bro?
I don't be on my channel.
He doesn't care. He just loves capping us.
Hey, man, Sue do like 10 podcasts a week. Got this PC, but still be doing podcasts on his phone, on his iPhone.
That's because I have to set up my gaming room part. I haven't done it yet. I have to build the table. But yeah, like I did. I'm like D-Bash right now. I did the benchmark. And my shit said my shit said it was in the 99th percentile. I said, wait.
Yeah, man, it's the 99th percentile, man.
Yeah.
No, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So,
hey, let me do my favorite impression, Sean.
Fuck you, Dirt.
My black
Fuck
brother.
you, Dirt. Yeah.
My
darkness, brother. What is going on?
Black Panther.
No,
Black Panther.
Yo,
I'll be honest with you.
RB, what's up, bro? We can hear you.
my bad. I thought I wasn't working. My bad.
No, RB, shut the fuck up for a second, yeah. No cap. When I seen your black ass on the video camera, you look like Luke Cage. No cap.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Man.
Just because I'm black, I'm a dark-skinned brother, bald head. with a goatee.
Like, where's Bushmaster? Where's the Bushmaster?
Yeah, I've heard that before. That nigga like Luke Cage. Kiss my ass.
You do like Luke Cage.
You like Luke Cage, dude. All right, RB, what you got going on, bro?
I'm actually doing pretty good because I finally finished my research for the upcoming games page I was telling you about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Before it was just raw data, and you filthy plebs didn't know how to read an Excel sheet, so I made it a run nice, simple list with a nice background and shit everybody. So, what's up?
It looks like a Christmas dinner list.
Say what?
It looks like a Christmas dinner list.
What?
Yeah, it's got like snowflakes in the background and shit.
Yeah.
So, hey, hold on, Derek, check your DMs. I sent it to you. I just sent it to you in WBG.
Oh yeah, it looks like
yeah. It looks like a dessert menu.
Yeah,
Right,
it
full
looked like
screen.
it looked like you pulled up to Perkins.
Let me show you.
State template.
Let me show my screen. It
Bro,
does.
that- It doesn't it? It looks like a dessert menu.
Hey man, so what you bringing to the Christmas party? These are the things that we need you to bring.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, bring some potato salad coming soon. It's coming soon.
Sure.
343. Excel Entertainment, yeah.
Wow.
Xbox Crossfire X,
Yeah.
But no, every game that has confirmed news is on that list. It's all for what Microsoft is supposedly working on. So you can probably put it on one concise spot.
That's a lot. I think Compulsion will definitely show their game next month because We Happy Few came out in 2018, so I think Compulsion will show their game next month.
Third person game, yeah.
And I hope it ain't We Happy Few 2. Shit.
No, the third person game.
Yeah. So this is a third person game.
I'd like Rare to show some gameplay of that Everwild.
Yeah,
nobody's really talking about that lately. I think it'd be dope to see some of that gameplay.
It's a pretty good list, though, man. You got some pretty good shit in here. I think they got also probably some more third-party exclusive deals too that we don't know about. Do you got that game from Don't Nod on here? Or you got to update it? The game from Don't Nod.
Yeah,
tell me why.
Also, Second Extinction.
Tell me why, dude. You
No, I didn't mention it for obvious reasons.
All right. All right. So,
Devin, this 1 second. That WBG T-shirt, bro. What the fuck is going on?
What's up, dude?
Tell me why the fuck do you have a WBG T-shirt?
My sister made one. And y'all don't have one because you live in UK. The other nigga live in Africa.
Who did?
Oh man.
Hey man, my sister, man. Hey man, she ain't.
Who lives in Africa?
I was talking.
Yeah,
hey, man, my sister don't know how to ship shit out of Detroit yet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, come on, man. I need a T-shirt, man.
All right, man. Hey, I'm gonna make it work, bro. Because Devin said he want. I'm gonna give everybody a T-shirt. If you want a T-shirt, holla at me. Yeah. So I don't know how I'm gonna give it to you. I wish I could fax that bitch. That'd be the best case scenario. But Devin, what you got going on, man?
Not much, man. I'm hungry. I'm ready to get off of here. I'm trying to eat some dinner, bro.
How about I order pizza from Papa John's and wings from Checkers?
Oh yeah,
everyday R&B.
Greedy ass niggas. All right, y'all. We about to get out here. Thank you.
No, I don't.
Hey, I'm actually hungry too myself. Freddie Fox, Flippin', Sean Dutt, Artemis, Rain G4. Thank you, brother. Appreciate your consistency, man. We gotta get you on the podcast. Echelon 7, The Dark, Dead Rising Ninja, Iron Mike, Mario 187, Will. Thanks, Will. Hey, Will, I gotta get you on here too, man. If he's still in here, Shake Capo, pony ass. Everybody here. Jimmy Equid. My reading is questionable, man. I don't know what's up with me. Mr. Kima, Shinzo Elite, everybody that hopped in, I appreciate you guys. We got up to 102 today, which is pretty good. We've been hitting 100 pretty consistently lately. I know that ain't nothing because Smooth be like in the 2s and the 300s, but that's pretty good for us. You know what I'm saying?
This is a lot of trolls.
Yeah, Smooth. Yeah. I get, I don't have it like I used to because you get like PlayStation guys popping in here, but the PlayStation guys that's been on here the last couple of weeks, they're more respectful, man. They cool. You know what I'm saying? We just talk games. We could talk games all day.
Exactly.
That's cool. So anyway, thank you everybody. We're about to get out of here. Peace out, y'all.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Shit. Peace and love.
You're the darkest person in the world. You're the darkness.
Yeah, you're the darkness. Yeah. You're the darkness. Yeah.
That's why it goes dark in the UK.
Hey, Emmanuel, my boy Devin talked to the new league. We will get him on here. Trust me, bro.
Yeah, man. I've been talking to him lately.
I'm not trying to act funny, but this podcast right here, WBG, is Xbox podcast for Xbox fans. So you won't see you won't see no PlayStation guys on this podcast. Now on Scram Punks is something different. My show on Wednesdays, I will have some PlayStation fans on there, but this podcast is for Xbox fans. I don't want no I mean, like, of course they, like, as I mean, like, PlayStation guys be in the chat, but I don't want no ponies on the panel on WBG. Say what you want.
Or sully the sacred ground.
Hey, I'm just saying. That's just how I feel. All right, y'all. So anyway, peace out, y'all. Fuck out of here.